In this session, let us see how to inspect the elements. So on the Chrome, let's go to some site, let's say actitime.com, and to inspect the element, all I need to do is just right click on the element that I want to inspect and go to inspect. So we'll open up the HTML document and highlight that particular element. Before looking into the details of this particular element, let's look at the overall document. Over here you will see inside this HTML document starting with doc type like we saw in the previous session. Then we have the HTML tag, that's the opening one, and over here is the closing. So everything is inside the HTML. And then we have head, and then we have body. So if you expand the body, everything else is now inside the body. And then we have different tags, header and div and a and I and so on and so forth, and every tag has its own meaning. So to inspect the element, as I said, we can right click and go to inspect, or other way is just click the inspector over here. This arrow symbol is for inspector. You can click on it to activate the inspector and then take the cursor on the particular element that you want to inspect. Like for example, this link over here, try free. So if you click on it, again the particular node, this is called as a node, will get highlighted from the HTML document. Now let's take a look at this node. When I'm taking my cursor on the tag name, you can see the element is getting highlighted. Okay. So it has a tag, then inside the opening tag we have a bunch of attributes. One is href, and that's the value, and there is a class attribute, this is the value, that's the opening tag, and then in between opening and closing tag we have text. So it's all the game of three things. One is the tag name, then attributes, and then the text. Now you will not see text in all the cases. You will not see attributes also in all the cases. All the cases means not in all the nodes you will see attributes and text. But tag name will always be there. That's the minimum thing. Tag name will be there, and then there will be, most of the cases there will be some attributes, and then if element is displaying some text, then it will be there in between opening and closing tag. Now we need to use the mix of tag name and attributes and text. Using these three we will create the locators. Okay, and in this also the attributes are most important. Let's take a look at some node which has multiple values for the attribute. Like over here, just focus on this one, body, and then we have class, and for the class attribute we have two values. One value is C layout header fixed, and then there is space, and then there is another value. So for the value of the attribute, if you see space in between, then it is a different value. This is important to say. For an attribute's value, if you see space in between, then it's not the one value, it is the other value of that attribute getting started. This is an important stuff, and that's it. Same thing on the Firefox as well. If you go to Firefox, launch Firefox, let's go to some site like Facebook. So to inspect the element here, we can do the same thing. Right click on the element, go to inspect element, and then over here also it's kind of similar structure where we have the inspector, and we can activate the inspector, go to the element that we want to inspect, and then over here inside the HTML we can see the details of the element. In this case it is the input tag, we have the ID attribute, we have multiple classes over here in the class attribute, data type, name attribute, area label required, and so on, and it doesn't have any text, so input tag ends over here. So this is how we want to read and use these details to create locators. It's very simple. And also in future, when we want to create the XPath or CSS selectors, we need some way to evaluate the XPath and CSS before we use it in the script. And for that we have multiple tools that we can use, out of which CrowPath is something which I personally like, and we'll see how to install it and use it. Okay, but in the next session we will start using the attributes for the node, like ID attribute, name attribute, to create the locators and see how Selenium accept them and work with them.